So about that bit.
No, I'm not doing a bit. We're just gonna seem like the nostalgic critic.
Fine. So, after my video of Ning Mui, I got to thinking I should probably do parameters for the rest of my servants and just kind of have a big celebratory video about this entire series with all my fan servants and the amazing art Sabina has done for me over these years and what this has meant to my channel. But I also realized that would be very, very boring if I did it by myself. So I got my friend, as you're here, to bullshit with me.
Hi, it's me again.
Thank you for joining me in this. You very much didn't have to, and I feel like we are going to get off track several times, but I think that's part of the fun.
You know, it wouldn't really be us hanging out recording something if it didn't get off track.
Very true. But yeah, you're a big Fate fan along with myself, especially in terms of the bullshit lore this series has and the nitty-gritties, especially what we're about to be doing. Also, to address the character that Azure is currently speaking through, that's her own OC, Leonie, art done by Inariawan. That is your cue to talk about your character.
Oh. But yeah, she's my OC. We're definitely not going to address the part where we totally make our OCs kiss each other like Barbies. So Leonie is my Fate Grand Order OC, as, you know, Brian has an OC. And she's very fun because I have let myself live and have probably created the most Mary Sue character known to man. I'm having fun, so who cares? It's Fate. They're all Mary Sues.
Everyone's a Mary Sue. Even that character you like. Especially the character you like. That's right, Jim! Your favorite character is Mary Sue! How do you feel? But we're not here about those Mary Sues. We're here about my Mary Sues right now.
Yes. Mine is the most important, and so you will see her, because you must all see her.
Exactly. First off, we got my original fan servant, the Saber class Brian Baru.
Oh, that's how you say his name?
How did you think it was pronounced?
Say his last name again?
Brian Baru.
I don't know. Baru.
Anyway, you are definitely free to roast my characters any way you want. That's completely fine.
He's okay. I wouldn't hate him. He's okay.
The gap! The silent gap!
I was zooming in on him to, like, evaluate him better. Like, I've already seen him, but I was like, let me look at him again really quick before I say anything.
Alright, so how this is gonna go is that Azure and I are going to yap until we can figure out what letters we are putting next to his parameters, which are strength, endurance, agility, mana, luck, and noble phantasm. And to get a better idea of all of these characters, because we're going to be going over so many, I'm not really going to touch on a lot of details about these characters in a cohesive manner. Please go watch the entire playlist of all these characters if you want to know more about them individually, because this is going to be haphazard. Alright, so with the idea that he is a saber, that generally means good stats.
Yeah, that is the thing about sabers. They are considered the best class for a reason. I mean, he looks pretty strong.
Oh, yeah. So part of his lore is that when he was a decrepit old man, he still was able to fight like 10 people before dying by himself.
That's decrepit. That's not even his prime. I mean, okay, they're like, oh, D, or no, E is still like 10 times a normal person. So if decrepit old man Brian Boru was 10 times a regular person or a regular soldier, then I feel like we could put A, couldn't we? Would that be too high?
No, I think that's fine for him. Okay. And then next
he has endurance.
endurance. I think that kind of goes back to the same thing of decrepit old man fighting 10 people.
True.
Though that is also when he did die.
True. Does he have any other feats of withstanding the odds? I don't know.
Great physical feats? Not sure. I know that he is the last great High King of Ireland, so he is the one to unite the entire country against the Vikings. That takes a certain kind of endurance, not really physical though, which is what I'm pretty sure this parameter is.
Yeah, it is.
dictating.
How much damage one can withstand.
Yeah, so I'm comfortable saying like maybe C plus, maybe B. That feels about right.
C plus might be right because like C, like baseline C is lower than B, but in like certain moments they can elevate their endurance to higher than B.
Yeah.
So C plus might work.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, C plus is good. Agility is interesting. Because I know he has a mythical mount in his lore. He was able to bridle and tame the puka, which is a shape-shifting creature. That entire story is actually what Calyrex from Pokemon is partially based on.
Really, I didn't know that. I just thought Calyrex was a silly cabbage.
No, I will admit I learned that from a Noggin and Loxton video.
I love those videos. I need to watch more. I haven't watched any in recent times.
Yeah, that full circle, because those were the inspiration for me to start doing these videos.
I mean, if any inspiration is a good inspiration, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah, but does his ability to mount that creature factor into agility?
I mean, I think generally they take into account any mounts that come with the summoned servant, because I think I think most riders have really high agility.
Yeah, but it doesn't really come with. I didn't decide that it comes with the saber version of him. It comes with like a rider version.
But does he have like? I mean, if he still is able to catch a shape-shifting creature, he would have pretty good agility. I just don't think we could make it. I don't think it'd be higher than B, because I feel like if it was like a rider Brian Boru, then he could have like B or A.
Yeah.
He would have his mount.
All right, let's go with B. Next is Mana. Now he is a very kind of grounded figure. There is very little myth about him outside of the puka and the wailing stone, which is when the High King places both feet on the stone, it'll scream.
What?
And that's how you know it's a truce, because that's how it chooses who the High King is. It's just like, oh shit, it's him! It's the guy! Everyone must know!
Well, if he doesn't have a lot of mystery, like explicit magic related to him, I'm over here opening pages for Saber.
Yeah, but then there is the also caveat that I also made him the entire concept of Ireland.
Okay, the entire concept of Ireland might increase the magic his mana a bit. Because
yeah. So,
how much magical energy can be handled? What the hell does that mean, Type Moon Wiki?
Yeah. So basically what it is with him specifically is that he has the special skill, which is a type of territory creation, which makes any place that he is in Ireland.
See, I'm thinking of something goofy where like the magic power is like D++ or something. Like if we separated him from the ability to make the land Ireland, he would be D. But because he makes everything Ireland, it immediately triples because he's super Ireland. He's got that Ireland juice.
I kind of like that. That sounds fun. Or should that be EX because it's unquantifiable? It doesn't make it good. Because that's the thing about EX is that it doesn't make it better than A. It's just hard to factor in.
I think if the ability to separate him from being Ireland juiced up was easier, we could do D++, but because he is the fundamental... he's fundamentally Ireland juiced up unless we are somehow doing weird shit. So I feel like we could put EX.
Okay, that'll tie into his Noble Phantasm, but we'll get to that after luck. And there is the easy joke of the luck of the Irish right now.
True. I mean, if he's quantifiably, like if he's fundamentally juiced up on Ireland juice all the time, he probably has good luck because Ireland.
Yeah. So do you want to make that like an A?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get too crazy with it and just have that just be a solid A. And now his noble phantasm. So what he does is that as the last great High King of Ireland, he has command over every Irish warrior through history. So his noble phantasm summons both historical and mythological heroic spirits from Ireland to fight alongside him. It's very much like Iskandar's thing, but less of a marble reality marble, and they also all get the territory bonus because he's there.
Oh god, Cuchulainn juiced up.
Yeah, well, partially because he's still only would be like a shadow servant.
True, juiced up Shadow Coup. I mean, it says that usually this matches their strongest noble phantasm rank. So what rank did you make his NP?
I didn't rank anything.
Ah, okay.
So that's what we're here for.
I mean, okay, does it do... Okay, I know with, like, Richard and Iskandar that it's sort of like a two-way street. They summon their people, but the person has to actually accept the summons. So, like, sometimes they can just, like, not show up. Like, they get most of their guys, but, like, that one dude, he didn't come. Sorry. So, like, they refuse to show up?
In this case, since they're more shadow servants than, like, the actual beings, I think they are more contractually obligated, especially since they are being basically called by their homeland. Like, not just the High King that they may or may not know. They are summoned by the spirit of Ireland.
You said mythological figures, so does that include any, like... Does that include, is it just heroic spirits, or does it include divine spirits?
It would just be heroic spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not summoning, Lou or anything like that.
I mean, you could get Skahak, you could get Maeve.
No, Skahak is, Scottish.
She's Scottish?
She's Scottish.
She's Scottish. See, I'm over here looking at the Fate Irish page, and she's included as Irish.
Yeah, she's Celtic, but she's technically Scottish. She just appears in Irish myth.
Okay. So what is the land of shadows, Scotland?
Apparently.
Oh my god, what are they doing in Scotland?
Fighting.
Anne Boddy and Mary Read are Irish? Huh.
Yes.
Come to me, my Irish people! And it's just Anne Boddy and Mary Read.
Yeah. I mean, with pirates, there's like a 33% chance that they're Irish at all times.
Really? Crazy.
I just pulled that statistic out of my ass.
Can he get Cuchulainn Alter on his Irish gotcha?
Theoretically.
Okay, I'm looking at who all he can get. So no divine spirits. So could he or could he not get Bazette, who is possessed by Mananan MacLear? No,
but he can get Bazette, normal.
Bazette normal edition.
Yeah. The puncher of children.
No tag-alongs, just the base.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot Fergus was turned into a child.
Yeah, that happened.
We're gonna ignore that. So can he choose who he summons, or is it random?
He can choose.
Okay. I mean, I feel like it would have to be... I feel like you'd have to call that EX just because he has a whole lot of people to choose from. So he has the guy for every situation if he can summon a guy.
Yeah. It's a bit more random when he, like, summons an army, but, like, if he's just summoning one, he can choose.
Yeah. So, like, he could summon the guy you need for the situation. He's got the Swiss Army knife if he's just summoning a guy. And otherwise, he can summon an army of Irish people. Irish historical figures who are, of course, also cool.
Yeah, and they all get territory bonus.
Yeah. I feel like it's gotta be EX. I feel like that needs to be EX.
Alright. Is he my most bullshit one? I think he is.
I mean, he is a Saber, and we do have your favorite and mine, Saber, Artoria.
Yeah. Hua Mulan time, Archer. She is the one that my Maya Hanagami summons in her Holy Grail War.
Honestly, I really like her design.
Thank you.
I love the, flower-shaped thing on her belt.
Yeah, I I think it's been so long, but I'm pretty sure that was a choice made by Sabina. Sabina's just amazing with the character design. She helps out so much with all of these.
Oh yeah, I love her. She's serving Bishy realness.
Hell yeah. But I don't think she is incredibly strong. Like, as strong as you would be as a bowman, which is very strong, but, like, not really punchy.
I mean, it's bodily might in terms of power. How does that work for people with projectile weapons?
Look up Arash, see what his strength is, and we can go from there. Because I think he's, like, one of the only people that actually uses a bow and arrow.
One of the few archers that actually arches. That's crazy. B.
Yeah, B. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. He would have to be really strong in order to literally suffuse his very life force into the arrow.
Yes.
I'd
give her a C in that case.
Yeah, I was about to say, I could see C.
Yeah, I think C is good for her. Physical endurance, I'm not sure. I think that would be middle of the road. I think that would also be around like a C, maybe a D+.
Does she have any skills that affect her endurance? We have a skill that affects her speed, but what about endurance?
She has a lot of mental endurance to hide her gender for God knows how long, while also becoming a very decorated soldier.
Oh, I mean, okay.
I don't think it would be too much lower than her, strength overall.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say probably so we put her strength at C, I'd say probably okay, she's a soldier, but she's not renowned for her endurance in any real form.
Yeah.
Like physical endurance. Yeah. So we could probably also put C there if Nikola Tesla can have C rank endurance.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, that sold it.
Because I'm pulling up characters in the same class and looking at them and going, do they have a legend? Yes, because Arash has A rank endurance, but he's poison resistant, so yeah, of course he has good endurance.
Yeah.
And I was like, what about a guy who isn't Arash? And I pull up Tesla.
Actually, we may have... I want to give it a C+, and I will explain why later.
Okay, our surprise tool that will help us later.
Yeah, when we get into the Noble Phantasm, because that'll tie into it.
Okay. I should have said does her skill or NP affect her endurance, because both of those, I think, can give you a plus modifier.
Yeah, it doesn't by ability, but the concept probably does.
Okay. Agility. What are we thinking?
I want to give her an A in agility.
Yeah?
Yeah, because, again, pretty fast. Definitely has to be very good, again, for, like, being a very decorated soldier. And would probably definitely need, like, some kind of skill for that. And, like, agility, light frame that she has, the evade skill, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I could see A. I mean, your strength and endurance aren't that high, so yeah. Fast. Gotta be fast.
Yeah.
Now we hit mana.
Probably D.
Yeah! You wanna
she
know?
Ain't got magic for shit.
You wanna know what rank mana Arash has? E.
Yeah, I want to give her a little more, again, just based on her Noble Phantasm, because the conceptual nature of it lends itself to magic.
I mean,
other than that...
I mean, she has a little bit of, like, fairy tale-isms. Like, she's literally a fairy tale.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Good luck. I think Mulan! Okay, is real-life Mulan not as lucky as fairy tale Mulan?
Real-life Mulan isn't really a thing.
Okay. Is more realistic Mulan less lucky than Disney Mulan?
She is just about as... Actually, she's more lucky because she was never found out until she got home.
Okay. Then we gotta look at the upper half of the rankings for that. Probably at least B, I would think.
Yeah, I'm fine with B.
Because, I mean...
that actually ties in with her third skill, which gives her the evasion, because she says to her fellow soldiers when they find out, oh, you've been a woman this entire time, she's just like, there's, like, clear differences between a male rabbit and a female rabbit. But if you see them running side by side on the ground, are you really able to tell which is which?
Ooh.
Yeah, I love it.
Kinda hard. Alright. What about that NP?
So, the Noble Phantasm is just straight up the Ballad of Hua Mulan. So, my idea is that, since it's a generational story that's told over and over and over again, she's able to infuse that into her arrow and let it loose. And every single time she does that, it gets stronger because the story is growing over time and cultures and everything. So it's a scaling noble phantasm that continuously gets stronger the more she uses it.
Well, I guess that has to be EX.
Yeah, which kind of led to my thing of giving her a C+ in endurance because the story is enduring.
40. But yeah, I feel like it has to be EX just because it wouldn't ever stay at one value, because if it starts weak, but then if she keeps using it and it gets stronger each time, you can't really quantify that. You can't really put that in a plus format.
Yeah, I'm also turning my AC back on because holy shit. But yeah, I was feeling that too. It was either that or A with so many pluses, which would have just been funny.
Add a plus for each time she uses it.
Basically.
But yeah, EX. And then that's her only noble phantasm or her best. Then yeah, her NP rank would also be EX.
Yeah, I haven't really done multiple noble phantasms for anyone.
I have a hard time not, because I just love making NPs.
Valid. But now, onto one of my favorites, Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu!
I fucking love this man. He is so angry.
That's fair.
He is basically an Avenger forced to be a Lancer.
Dang, that's a lot of anger.
One of his things is that one man slighted him at one point very badly. I forget the exact story, but like really got fucked over by this guy. And then he spent like 2 decades holding a grudge to the point where he locked the guy's mother into her own home and then set it on fire with a bunch of hyenas inside that were also eating her.
I feel like that's a little bit of overkill, but okay, dang.
Yeah!
Overkill is the name of the game, it seems.
Yeah, but he's also was a very successful king, very successful monarch. For a time. So he's pretty smart. He knows diplomacy as well, so he's not just all muscle and brawn. He's also pretty smart. But for brawn, the strength, I do want to give him like maybe a B or an A.
I think hold on. Probably B.
Okay.
I think sometimes I get a little too generous with the letters.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, this is also why you're here to keep me in check in some form.
See, what it is that I'm like quickly opening pages for characters I know are really strong in fate terms, and I'm like, what parameter does Kukulain have? B.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't.
Much more objective than I am.
I don't think he should be stronger than Ku. I literally can turn into a berserker at will sometimes. Kulain.
Yeah, fair. That's valid. Totally. Endurance. I do want to... He doesn't really have an endurance thing. Let me check out the abilities I gave him. Okay, no. 2 decades was too long. It was 8 years. Thankfully, old me had all the tidbits here. He did go crazy at one point. I forgot about that and destroyed the kingdom.
Aha.
So endurance, I want to give, in that case, just the kind of mental breakdown that he absolutely had. I'll give a C for endurance.
C seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, especially does it have any like feats related to enduring.
Not particularly.
He's just a certified hater.
That's kind of like the main enduring thing that he had.
Just a certified hater.
Yeah, but then entered a deep depression and never came back.
Oh. Yeah, not good. C seems right. Agility.
Agility. I want to give a B, mostly just because there's no stat that's really good for tactician or tactical doings. So agility feels right for that kind of thing, since he was a master tactician.
I mean, it's quickness and speed of reaction, and I get that it probably means like speed of reaction as in like actual reaction time. Well, we're gonna twist the facts a little bit.
I feel like that would lead into it. Like you have a sharp mind, sharp reflexes, learned body.
It seems like a lot of Lancers are really agile. I'm looking at it.
You kind of have to be. You're fighting with a stick.
True. Gotta get that hit and run tactics. Otherwise, the sabers are gonna break your stupid stick.
Yeah. Mana, I'm gonna give an E because he's really got nothing for that. Like, I can't think of a single goddamn thing that's magical about him. Other than his unrelenting hatred.
I mean, yeah, he died in the 1800s. That is pretty recent.
Yeah.
So yeah, E makes sense. B makes sense.
Luck, I want to put middle of the road. I want to go C because we have that whole thing of to be a master technician, you do have to have a certain amount of luck. Because luck is everything, but you don't want to rely on it. He was able to get his revenge after 8 goddamn years, but he also went insane with grief after his mother died.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed bag.
Real winners know when to gamble and know when not to gamble.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the middle of the road of C is pretty good.
All right,
now,
and then
what the hell was his noble phantasm?
I don't know, man. You're the one with the documents here.
Oh, his noble phantasm was just Shaka Zulu. It was his own damn name.
Now I'm just imagining him yelling Shaka Zulu in the middle of combat. Everybody's like, what? You?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. The reasoning for this was Shaka Zulu is one of the most influential monarchs of the Zulu kingdom. He is his own noble phantasm because he carries that kind of power. To take strength from disadvantage and to gain respect and might with refined tactics. So I think in the vein of... Li Shuen, I don't think this would be a ranked noble phantasm.
No, it's literally he is the noble phantasm, just like how Li Shuen is technically also his own noble phantasm because he's just punching you. So yeah, I think that would be nil. That would be the little none
dash. Yeah,
little dash.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I am kind of happy we got to get that at least once in this exercise.
I mean, yeah, it is fun when you get to get to put the fun parameters that aren't just D through A.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll just make up a parameter at one point during this.
Noble Phantasm rank V.
Saint Nicholas!
Saint Nicholas!
It's time for Christmas!
Noble Phantasm rank, and it's just a star.
How much Saint Nicholas facts do you know?
I don't think I actually know a lot about St. Nicholas. I think I only know about Santa Claus.
Oh, we're going to really get fun tonight. Because for strength, there is a thing about St. Nicholas's strength in which he beat a man.
He beat?
Yes, for not believing in the Trinity.
You better pray to God, otherwise you're gonna have to pray that your food's gonna go.
Yes. That's a gross simplification of the story, but basically. And also, since this is Saint Nicholas, obviously based on the design, combined with the concept of Santa Claus, he do be carrying that giant bag all the time. So I don't think he's going to be too terribly strong, but so I think a C would be fine.
Does he beat people with the bag?
Yes.
Yes. This is like when I learned, is it Abraham Lincoln that was a boxer?
He was a wrestler.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah. But, like, it's just like when I learned that he was a wrestler, and it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, very much so. Endurance. There's no real major tales of his endurance. But I kind of want to give a C again, because he's a big, burly fella, but there's no, like, major tales of his endurance, so I could be argued into a D, but I want to hear your opinions on this.
I mean, okay, if we can give Mulan some points in endurance for being an enduring tale, what has endured more than the legend of Saint Nicholas / Santa Claus?
Very true. Okay, so yeah, let's go with C. Next is agility.
I feel like
that has to be EX.
Yeah, if it's not just Saint Nicholas, but Saint Nicholas imbued with the aura of Santa Claus. Santa Claus visits every single house in one night, which that's pretty fast.
Yeah. Next is Mana, which I also want to do EX, not actually just for the Santa thing, but also because he is known as Nicholas the Wonder Maker. There are so many tales of the miracles that he just did, such as resurrecting the corpses of 3 slaughtered boys.
I mean, yeah, he's a saint. I think he can get the mana.
Yeah, but so like he has like the double whammy of mana from like just being a saint, but also being Santa. Double mana.
I have a question though. Can Saint Nicholas qualify for ruler?
Oh, 100%.
Let's go, boys. We can make Santa judge our Holy Grail war.
Next is luck. I can't really think of, I want to give the luck a B. Because there's no, like, major tales that are, like, specifically about his luck, but, he does have a lot of in the right place at the right time kind of stories.
How did St. Nicholas die?
I think of old age. They found his tomb recently. Let me see. Died at the ripe old age of 73. That's really good.
I mean, he's a saint. He performed miracles. There's tales. You said there were tales about his luck, or there weren't tales?
There aren't really tales specifically about his luck, but a lot of his tales do involve being in the right place at the right time, kind of.
And he doesn't really have anything dragging him down, like how Jean has the whole, burned at the stake for being a witch thing, or Artoria's whole, my entire kingdom fell apart around me while I was just trying to do my best to be a good king thing. And I looked up Saint Martha because she's also a writer and a saint, and she has A+ luck. And I guess she probably has the Jeezy boy difference, but like we could probably give him like B, higher maybe. Up to you.
I'll go with B. We gave him 2 EXs. We have to be tempered somewhere.
True. We can't make Saint Nicholas the most powerful guy ever.
Yeah.
Even if it would be funny.
Now it's his noble phantasm, which, basically, he summons the Star of Bethlehem. But since he doesn't have an actual connection outside of the ones humans gave to him, I'm going to say it would be more of a B rank.
Yeah? I mean, like, if Jeezy Boy were there...
Yeah, if it was, like, Jesus summoning the Star of Bethlehem, that's his star. That'd be, like, EX plus kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
But since it's more of a tangential relationship...
Yeah, I mean...
I think it's safe, yeah.
Like, Christmas isn't even actually the day Jesus was born. It's just made up, but yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and now on to some literature. Dante Alighieri.
Oh.
What are your thoughts between my version and the game's version?
I will say she's a lot less emo.
Yes, but also way more crazy. Zoom in on the eyes.
Oh god.
Hello.
Oh no, there's something wrong. Oh no. Oh no, there's something wrong.
Yeah, I love Dante. I love the concept I came up with this nonsense.
I forget what was the concept.
So, it's similar to what happened with Da Vinci.
Oh,
Dante has been summoned in the form of Beatrice.
Oh.
But unlike Da Vinci, where it was a conscious choice, this was a subconscious choice. And he has justified it by being that he was divined by God to take on a holy visage.
Huh.
This is a Dante built on his obsession with Beatrice.
Me when I'm in a yandere competition and my opponent has literally turned into their love.
Yes.
I'm trying to decide which Dante would be better to be in a room with. I think I have to pick the emo. I'm not biased towards Yaoi, but I don't know if I'd be safe in the room with Dante.
You would not, because remember, this one is fully on board with all of the things they wrote in Inferno, all of the petty bullshit.
Oh god, she's gonna send me to hell.
Yes. But she has E rank strength. There's no way I can justify any stronger.
I mean, yeah, you're a writer. What do you do besides write?
wrongs.
Why does FGO Dante got D? That's crazy.
Because he's technically two people.
Oh yeah, he's historical fact Dante and Dante self-insert combined.
Yes, which is the most straightforward pretender we have ever had, and that's concerning.
It's so funny though. It's like, yeah, I fused with my self-insert, so now I'm like marginally better. I'm like perfected. I'm my own Mary Sue now.
Yeah. Endurance, I want to give A based on the fact of at least conceptually walking through 3 different planes of reality.
Yeah.
That takes something.
Just a merry little jaunt through hell and also heaven.
Yeah. Not much agility though. I want to give that a D.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be running very fast.
Maybe in her final ascension where she gets wings, but that's a different story.
Oh god, she becomes an angel.
She becomes biblically accurate obsession.
Biblically accurate.
Mana. So this one I want to give EX because of one of her passives, which is very similar to one of actual Dante's skills, Journey Through 3 Realms, where she is passively able to connect with other dimensions and siphon energy from them. Like, for instance, in the story that I've written, not written, I haven't written shit, but the story I've thought of, she connects with Heaven's Feel without actually finishing the Holy Grail War, because she's able to bypass those dimensional barriers.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Me when I accidentally connect to probably the strongest source of mana possible.
Yeah.
Got that good shit.
Luck? Yeah. Luck? Not that much.
Not that much.
I might give a C. Well, did temporarily get sent to hell, even if it was for a whole thing. I'll give it a C. Actually, I'll give it a C+, because he was lucky enough to be reborn as Beatrice, and I guess that's some kind of lucky.
Yeah?
Noble Phantasm. I realized I actually lied earlier. This is the character I gave 2 Noble Phantasms to. One allows her to summon a proxy for Satan.
What?
So it's not an actual Satan, but it's similar to what Shakespeare does, where he summons proxies for characters in his books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so so similar to how he summoned Giles or Giles, Dante can summon a heroic spirit that she can conceptualize as Satan. That is not her main Noble Phantasm. The other one is just the Divine Comedy.
I mean, I feel like the Divine Comedy would have to... I mean, she literally shaped the modern view of hell and heaven.
Yeah, but it's more in the sense of her implanting her opinions of good and evil through the Divine Comedy. That's the essence of her Noble Phantasm. So yeah, her thing is very much the black and white dichotomy of good and evil and imposing judgment upon it all. And that's what the Divine Comedy sort of is when boiled down to the most simplistic levels.
I mean, it was literally just her putting the people she didn't like in hell and the people she liked in heaven and being like, oh my god, I'm so enlightened. Look at my self-insert.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to give it an EX, because it's not that deep.
Yeah, if it's not the part where, like, oh, she shaped the entire modern view of heaven and hell, and it's just her making a hit list. Like, hey, I don't like these guys. They're evil. Go get them.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so the proxy of Satan is just, like, Shakespeare's little shadow puppet.
More or less. Like, so for example, in the story, she summons Olga of Kiev as, like, a temporary servant in a specific location, which is a frozen lake, because, and she takes on, like, elements of Satan. So much like when Gilles de Reyes was summoned by Shakespeare, it very much operates like that.
Ah, okay. What even is Shakespeare's Noble Phantasm rank? That is the question.
Yeah, whatever that is, we can probably give the same rank to.
So his NP parameter is C+, but let me actually look at what rank. It should be the same rank, but you never know with fate.
Yeah.
Abilities. His Noble Phantasm is actually B.
I I still think C plus works because it is very dependent on the heroic spirit that she chooses and also the heroic spirit that she's up against, how well her noble phantasm actually works.
Yeah,
Both of them.
it's the typical caster thing where, well, casters that aren't casters from the Age of Gods, where it's like a lot of their skills are dependent on getting the right setup because that's their whole shtick is getting the setup.
Yeah.
So if she can get the setup, it's powerful. If she can't get the setup, then it'd be kind of not completely useless, but not great.
Yeah, exactly. Next we have another literary character, Dorian Gray. Fun fact, that's not his natural hair color.
This guy dyes his hair. Get him.
He is a natural blonde.
I bet I bet that hair ain't even real. Get his wig.
Snatch the wig.
Get his wig.
The idea of his like appearance is just like he manifests as what would be the most on base attractive for the modern period. Granted, we are also basing it partially on my tastes, so you're so silent.
I'm just kind of staring at him. Why is he kind of giving oh my god, what is his name? John Wick. Why is he kind of giving John Wick, I think?
Facial hair and a similar hairstyle. And also black suit.
Okay. You've answered my riddle.
Yeah. He ain't strong though. In the story he did overpower someone, so I'm willing to give him a D instead of an E.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I mean, if he just takes on like the appearance of the type of person, that doesn't mean it's like fake muscles.
Yeah, basically.
So like, yeah,
he is still a bit of a dandy.
Yeah, if he overpowered somebody in his story, he can have a D. But he's not winning any actual important fisticuffs.
Yeah. Endurance, flat out EX. He can't die.
Yeah.
that's like not a question. He can't die.
I mean, that is the entire point of the portrait, is that he doesn't age. Meanwhile, the portrait does.
Yes. I kind of want to give all of his other stats except for luck D, just because he doesn't really do anything.
I mean, he's not particularly agile.
Yeah.
I mean, mana.
I guess the painting, taking all of his like negative stuff, it gets reflected onto the painting, and I guess that's pretty magical. So I guess we can bump that up to at least a C.
Yeah, give him a C in mana. We found it. The world's next best jobber.
He can't job because he can't die.
He can't die, but that doesn't mean you can't beat him up.
Except for the fact that I think he has A rank luck.
No, I love the way that there's a lot of attacks that are based off your luck stat if you survive or not. So I'm just imagining him just taking a straight Gable and surviving.
Even without the luck, he'd survive that because, again,
well, I'm
painting. You know, I have to give him an A rank luck just because of his entire existence.
Yeah, the entire thing. What does bro do besides just not die?
Get really ahead in life.
Really ahead in life. What is his
like
noble
seriously? It's a self-sacrificial noble phantasm. So it's basically the culmination of his story arc. Both in the actual book, just a little more redemptive in terms of the narrative of the Holy Grail War. Basically what he does is that he summons the painting in front of his enemy and stabs through it to kill himself and the enemy, and using like the kind of karmic nature of that to really mess with the enemy. At the end of the story, Dorian attempted desperately to mend his wicked ways by doing all the good he could, ultimately ending up with him destroying his painting, which caused him to wither away and die. What it does is that it deals significant single target damage to an enemy and removes debuffs from allies and replaces them with the buff counterparts. So it's basically the whole thing of trying to do good but ultimately sacrificing yourself anyway.
Would I be crazy if I said probably like D or C?
I think that's fine. Fundamentally,
it-
like the Noble Phantasm is basically just the painting,
Yeah.
and then using that as the act. So I would say more C because it is a very powerful painting, but it also is not really doing anything other than keeping him alive.
Yeah. Welcome to your anti-self NP.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, he got some whack stats.
How does he even win a Grail War? What does bro do?
Outlive everyone else.
What about his master?
Outlive everyone else.
Summon Dorian Gray. Go on vacation in the Bahamas. Profit.
Basically.
You survive by just not being there.
I guess, in a sense, the Master's mana is really only sustaining the painting, because that's technically the real servant.
Is the painting always present? It's just stored away somewhere, or is it in Hammer Space?
Yeah, it's summoned with him.
Okay.
And the Master then would have to hide it. But Dorian would be able to summon it at will. Anyway, Pandora, my version, not the Prilia version.
Oh yeah, she's really pretty. I like her.
Yes, she got big old eyes.
Me when I look at it.
So this is another one where technically the box is more the servant than the servant is.
You know, I feel like that is an interesting gimmick that you summon the servant, but the more important part of them is the object that comes with them.
Yeah, this one is less extreme than Dante's, because you could still kill Pandora herself and it would be the end of the servant, but it's also just like the box is really important. For strength as a berserker, it should be pretty good just because Man Enhancement is buffing it, but she is also just not really a fighty person, so middle ground C.
Well, what rank is her Madness Enhancement? Did you ever...
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even consider that. Man Enhancement would probably be EX because of just how I have quantified it with the box, because it's like opening Pandora's box. It's like releasing the chaos, the madness, and all of that. So that's where like the entire concept comes in. So I would say her man enhancement is EX because of the box.
Well, no A rank Madness Enhancement gives a rank up for all parameters. So that I guess we could at least rank everything up above what we think it should be, basically. At least.
Okay, so yeah, then I would say C. Because I was thinking just like, without the man enhancement, it would probably be D, because she is like above a human in lore. She's like a demigod, so I figured she'd have like some strength beyond that. So I was like, okay, let's go with D, then rank up C.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Endurance. That's a tough one. Because again, she's not really a fighter, but also I had to factor in the box.
If the box is a noble phantasm, right?
It is the noble phantasm, but it is also intrinsically part of her.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Pandora's box.
Yeah, I mean, you basically only ever mentioned Pandora in relation to that box.
Yeah.
It's
a kind of like, it's a little bit of Schrodinger's box, ironically, where it's like she is and isn't the box.
But her box still has all of the evil shit in it. It's not just the hope left over or whatever that gets trapped inside the box, right?
Well, no, yeah, because let me read what I wrote. So yeah, she's only able to simulate reopening the box, like what that did. But the box right now, all the evil's already been left out of it, because that's who she's been summoned as. She's the Pandora who opened the box. So all that is left in that box is hope. And all she can really do is recreate the moment she opened it rather than actually opening it again. So that's kind of why I was also saying like her spirit core is within the box, is because of that as well.
This is tricky.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, she herself is not very enduring, but
yeah,
hope technically endures, but hope can't leave the box.
Yeah.
Wherever we're.
When in doubt, C+.
Well, remember, you have to rank it up 1 because of her madness enhancement.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it's because it's a rank up for all parameters because it's a high rank. If it were low rank, it would just be, I think, like strength and endurance, but because she has EX.
Well, that would we're talking about the strength and endurance anyway, so 6 of one, half a dozen of another. So B plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her agility.
She floats.
And also
That's
all
about
the...
it.
I mean, if we're considering the box, all of the stuff that was in the box was pretty fast at getting out of that dang box.
Yeah, the box itself is also just a box. It got no locomotion by itself.
Okay. Oh, D that then is ranked up to C by badness enhancement.
Okay. Mana.
Mana.
I'll give it an A because of the entire nonsense it can do.
I mean, she is from the Age of the Gods.
Yeah, this is the weirdest stat spread for a berserker.
Welcome. I'm the world's first berserker that sucks at physical attacks.
Oh, I did forget that she does have a guts ability, so yeah, B plus does work for that. I forgot about that.
Luck. That madness enhancement might be doing
F.
the work here.
I'm not sure how much work it can do. I'll give it an E.
Hey, ranking it up from F to E, we call that a win. Maybe she could survive a gay bulk if we pray.
Yeah.
She's not surviving.
No. But then her noble phantasm. Basically, she again recreates the moment where she opens the box, and thus she inflicts madness enhancement upon everyone in a certain area because she's recreating the pandemonium that happened. So in a way, she is almost changing everyone's class to berserker. She is affecting the spirit origins of servants.
Me when I make your servant go mad and kill you. There's a part of me that wants to go with EX, but a part of me doesn't because it's just a recreation.
Yeah, the EX is a bit too much for that.
Yeah. If it was like the actual box, I'd go with EX, but it's a recreation of it, so it's not the actual box.
Yeah, it's just recreating the pandemonium that happened when you open the box.
I almost want to go with like A-.
Yeah, A- sounds good.
Because it's an unstable A
Yeah.
is what A- means.
Yeah. And now we are on to special classes, starting with Guinevere.
I already know that luck is down.
Down bad. So bad.
That luck is gonna be E. We are fighting Pandora in these trenches.
We'll get to that conversation in a bit. Strength. E.
E. I mean, she's a pretty princess. Don't make her fight.
Yeah, I want to give her D, but I can't think of a good reason to, so she can't.
I mean, keep in mind that E is still 10 times stronger than a normal person, so she's still stronger than you. She's just not... Don't put her in a fist fight, I beg of you.
Yeah. Endurance. She didn't pull a Lancer during all of the things that happened to her. So, C?
I mean, she went to a nunnery, didn't she?
Yeah. Also, I think rulers should be able to take a hit given their entire shtick.
Yeah, they should be a little tanky.
Yeah, that is like part of like how the class works, kind of thing.
Because I mean, she outlived all the chaos. Didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why I said that like she didn't pull a Lancer.
True.
So yeah, C.
Yeah, C seems fair.
Yeah, agility. I'll just say C too. I don't really have an explanation for it. It just sounds right.
She's gonna pick up her dress and start running.
Yeah. Mana. I'll go with B because she got a little magic going on, and her noble phantasm is very much I summon servant, and as a ruler she would have command seals.
Yeah.
So B sounds good. Luck. I'm going to argue for D, based purely on the fact that she was an Artoria fangirl before being selected to marry them, and that has to count for something.
When you get to marry, oh god, it's like the being bought by One Direction.
Yes. So it's like one of those things where it's just like, it's not a lot. It doesn't counteract everything that happened after that moment.
That's a bone.
Yes, she got a bone. Don't read too deeply into that statement. So her noble phantasm, she actually has two as well. I forgot about that as well, so I lied a second time. One is that she can summon King Arthur, just straight up summon them. And the other one is based on her prayers. So she basically can buff Arthur servants and Round Table servants like crazy with her other noble phantasm. So we have to basically quantify what rank is summoning King Arthur, and that's the noble phantasm rank.
Is it just straight up properly summoned heroic spirit King Arthur?
Yes.
Okay, well, first of all, Artoria is fucking crazy.
Why?
What do you mean?
Like crazy as in cracked out of her goddamn mind, or crazy for answering the summons?
No, like crazy as in she's considered like a really good servant.
Okay, yeah, cracked out of her goddamn mind. Okay.
And you summon her properly, so you're not limited. So okay, you summon Gwyn, but then Gwyn summons Artie. And Artie isn't limited by how terrible of a master you are, right? Like, it's properly good Artie.
Yeah. That Guinevere is her master in that situation.
Okay, so Artie has her actual good statistics, and isn't gimped like she is with Shiro. So
yes.
I really
now I do want to point out narratively, she would almost never use this noble phantasm because she's absolutely afraid to.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it's one of those things.
But that doesn't actually affect the ranking. Yeah, that doesn't actually affect the ranking. I just want to make it clear from a narrative perspective that it isn't like a thing that is just like, oh, you get 2 servants for price of 1. It's like, no, she has to be at her very last resorts to even try this because of how terrified she is to use it.
And Artie has Excalibur, and Excalibur is crazy.
Yes.
I feel like this gotta be an A.
God, she has such shit stats.
Listen, she's a
I'm sorry,
character. She just wants to turn someone into her knight. Don't make her fight. Don't put her in the fight.
She can do a lesser version, basically making someone a pseudo-servant of King Arthur. Technically speaking, that's a lesser version of that same skill.
Nerd emoji, me when I have fantasies of Leonie, my OC, with this servant. Please let her be the knight to a maiden.
Listen, that's already planned out in the story. Alright, so next is Olga of Kiev! Yay!
Woman!
The baddest bitch that ever did bad.
She is beautiful.
I love her so much.
Her bustle makes it look like she has a humongous butt.
Yeah. That's how they work.
Yeah?
So she is the Avenger. She is the patron saint of vengeance. Not real, but that's what I call her. Strength-wise, so she's not really known for her strength, but also as an Avenger, I feel like she should pack somewhat of a wallop. So I want to say D or C.
D or C. I mean, I feel like a lot of Avengers, like,
yeah, because they're hopped up on Grail juice.
I'm opening a bunch of Avenger pages, and I think we might be able to get away with B.
B?
Looking at people, did Edmund Dantes ever beat the snot out of somebody in his story?
Yes!
I thought he just got like political revenge. I didn't read the story.
Ah, he fucking killed people.
Oh, well then explain to me why Marie Antoinette Alter has B. Riddle me that, Batman.
I got nothing for you.
Antonio Salieri has B.
Alright. Olga of Kiev has B. It has been decided by the Council of Avengers.
Why are so many Avengers so crazy strong? You're a musician.
They're hopped up on Grail juice.
They have so much hate in their heart, they got hysterical strength even as a servant.
Yeah. Endurance. She does have a protection of faith skill, which I don't know how much that affects endurance, but it usually is a defensive thing. So I don't know.
I mean, it's just protection of faith?
Yeah. That's her only defensive skill. Specifically, it's protection of faith, question mark.
There's Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, because it's kind of vague. Because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, did she do it to get out of a political marriage? Or did she do it because she actually had faith? Either way, faith protected her, but...
I mean, what do you think her endurance should be? I want to hear your opinion before I say.
I want to go with either D or C, mostly because of her mental fortitude. Because she locked the fuck in.
Okay, so I looked up the characters with protection of the faith. Noah and Martha have C rank endurance.
All right. I know Gramps has crazy endurance.
Gramps has crazy endurance, but that's because he's Gramps.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Martha and Noah is more of the benchmark we're looking for. So I'll go with C.
Because the only other character aside from Gramps is Vlad the Third Extra Edition, and he has A, but also he's a general.
Yeah, cracked out of his goddamn mind.
So, like, he and Gramps actually have the safe rank of protection of the faith.
Yeah, and then it's agility. I got nothing for you on this one. I got nothing. Maybe C as well? Or D?
D or D?
Because she doesn't really have anything about her agility. It's really just, her cunning and her tactics and her absolutely ruthless behavior. Because most of her feats are just kind of directing other people to do things and burning down an entire city with sparrows.
I'm seeing some crazy things. Why is Dante's agility C when he's so fast that you see after images of him?
That's insane. That's like Pokemon stats.
I don't think that I fear to say that maybe Type Moon does not put as much thought into their stats as we're putting thought into ours.
That's why we have to be better at all times. What do you mean we've been recording for an hour and a half?
But yeah, regular baseline Dante's, the one who literally has after images because he's so fast, has C rank agility. Monte Cristo.
Guess that means yes.
Monte Cristo has A+ though, but I don't think he has after images.
So D. We're going with
D, because it would feel so weird to have the same agility as Mr. Edmond Dantes after images himself.
Yeah. Okay, Mana. We're gonna have to look at the Avengers to figure this one out, because I don't know how much the Grail is being factored in.
Yeah, because they have
Avengers have a connection to the Grail.
Yeah, they have the self-replenishment mana skill.
Yeah, so let's get some form of baseline for Avengers mana stat that don't really, like the ones that we know aren't really magicians, like Marin Antoinette Alter, Jalter, and see what the baseline is.
Dantes has a B. What does the dog do? The dog has an E.
And the dog is a mythological creature. What the hell?
John the Ark got A+.
That's insane.
Monte Cristo, the Sandwich Man, got B. Malter has B. Gorgon has B. I would have thought
I'm gonna go with C.
Ron Maru's got
no
B.
idea.
What does Nitocris Alter Nitocris Alter has EX as she should. Okay, that's gonna be like, if it's not EX, I'm gonna explode. C seems reasonable.
Luck, I want to say B, because again, like, it's the thing of tacticians. A lot of tactics don't rely on luck specifically, but luck helps so much. And her entire thing is being insanely tacticianed.
I was gonna say, I have a weird feeling she might be the luckiest Avenger, and then Marie Antoinette Alter has B+, so never mind.
How?
I
got her fucking head cut off.
I don't know. Edmond Dantes has question mark for his luck.
That's valid. Noble Phantasm. So her Noble Phantasm is recreating the time she burnt down a city with a bunch of birds.
Well, first of all,
so she summons tiny firebirds and pelts her enemies with them.
Am I crazy I was gonna say, am I crazy if I say burning down a city is kind of small potatoes for a heroic?
Well, yeah, but it's more of her cunning and intellect behind it, not really so much the action. Because she had laid siege to this city for so long, and they were just like, please stop. And she was just like, okay, give me a bird from each house. And then they gave her a bird from each house, and then she sent them back with like white phosphorus on them, which ignited and burned down the entire city. And then everyone who was escaping, she had murdered. This was her entire revenge plot.
What did the city do?
Killed her husband.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. She and Crimhill should form a club.
So basically the birds will represent her fiery vengeance.
Putting a lot of thought into this.
Yeah. So based on the fact that it is burning down a city, but is also just a representation of her entire reason for being an Avenger in the first place, I want to say B.
Yeah, I feel like B could work. I can't get over that the dog has E rank mana.
Which is insane. It's a Doulahan. Who's next?
Hakubibi!
Or Hakubi, as she prefers to be called.
Hakubi.
We're gonna pull up BB stats and Hakuno stats. Because we now have Hakuno stats. And we are going to Frankenstein this. And this is gonna be the easiest one we can do.
See, I already know that BB has special exception stats, so it's gonna be funny.
Yeah. Yes.
Because if we're using regular actual extra BB or accurate BB, I think she has star. She just has star in all of her stats.
Oh boy.
What does star mean? Wouldn't you like to know?
Let me grab Hakuno. Okay, so Hakuno is CC B minus B plus B and EX.
Well, obviously EX and NP because they both have EX.
So what's BB stats? Are they really all stars?
For Fate Extra BB, it's literally star, 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 EX.
Okay, grab FGOs. Let's make this a little more fun.
BB Fate Grand Order got E strength.
So C and E, so D strength.
D.
Endurance?
D.
C?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that's C endurance.
D in agility.
Okay, so B minus in agility. So C minus?
Yeah.
Though actually, this one might be different because this Hakubi is trans-dimensional. She doesn't have control over it, but she can phase through reality. I don't know if how that affects agility.
She can't control it.
Yeah, limited control over it. Like, when she has the regalia on, she can more control her glitching out nature. But fundamentally, like, her phasing through reality is just, like, no clipping in Skyrim.
Then maybe just straight C with no minus.
Okay. Because yeah, it's like one of those things is like, you can technically control it by doing certain things, but also, it can also just happen.
BB has A in mana, so I guess just A.
Yeah, B plus A. Yeah, that'd just be A. Because, Hakubi also has the, Moon Cell Regalia, so A just works. Luck?
EX.
And Hakuno is B, so I'll say EX because EX is unquantifiable, so that just kind of swallows everything else. And then Noble Phantasm is EX for both of them because they both have EX.
Yep.
Okay, so to clear that up, that is Strength D, Endurance C, Agility B, Mana A, Luck EX, and Noble Phantasm EX. And that's Hakubi, the daughter of BB and Hakuno.
Gotta get those cheat codes. It's the only way.
Next is Amina Uzume, my pseudo servant.
That face
the
looks
Maya
familiar.
Servant. Back when Maya still had that hairstyle.
She could always get a haircut.
She could. So we got goddess nonsense going on. I'm also realizing I got a lot of characters that are more tricksy and mentally cunning, because this is another one that's more about she did tricksy things.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of people that want to actually get into a physical fight.
Yeah, that was not intentional. That's just how that kind of happened. Like, in the normal Holy Grail War, the only two people that actually want to fight are Shaka Zulu and Brian Baru.
Those two are just beating each other up and everybody else is in the back with popcorn.
Yeah. Like, Hua Mulan will fight, but she's also an archer, so she's just, like, 5 miles out.
Does she have a horse, or is she just walking around?
No, she's moving.
Schmoving.
On her feet, yeah. Anyway, that goes back to Amina Uzume. Now, pseudo-servant, goddess, divine goddess core, all that fun stuff. So, and also a pretty decently high goddess, not like Uriel and Stheno nonsense. So I think strength should be at least minimum C.
Least minimum C.
Because again, it's like, not really fighty goddess, but still, goddess, divine core boosts strength by itself. Like, that's like the entire thing, the goddess core, passive ability increases.
Oh, really?
Damage. Yeah.
What am I looking for? Oh, I know who I'm looking for. Huh. Divine core of the goddess.
Yeah, that increases base damage by a set amount, but
it doesn't actually increase the strength parameter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's D then?
What it does lore-wise is preserves the absoluteness of the mind and the body, repels all mental interference, prevents the body from growth, and prevents the figure from changing no matter how much calories are absorbed.
Yay!
And it also has divinity.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't think divinity explicitly raises parameters. It's just kind of divinity.
It has high parameters. So D then?
I was looking up the other pseudo servants, and Parvati, who is also not a fighty goddess, has D. So yeah, I'd say D.
Okay. Endurance. I gotta say, as she's a dancer and can dance for a really, really long time. So I kind of want to go with B.
That makes sense. I mean, she was out there dancing until Amaterasu saw.
Yeah, dance until the sun rose. And then also for dancer, I want to give A for agility.
Yeah, you have to be pretty agile.
Mana. I also realize I have a lot of servants that call upon other beings.
Oh, does she summons Amaterasu?
Doesn't directly summon Amaterasu because that'd be fucking insane. But like calls upon like the authority of Amaterasu.
Just tries to summon Amaterasu. Tamamo shows up instead.
Yeah, like she will also have authority over Amaterasu faces, so she does have strict authority over Tamamo.
Aha! Now who's on top?
Yeah, well, yeah, that is the kind of thing. It's just like she one-upped Amaterasu, so of course she is able to call forth Amaterasu because that's the entire point of her lore. It's also her noble phantasm. So I won't give it. Yeah, so it's not an EX because it's not actually summoning a goddess, but just able to take command over the authority temporarily. So I'll say A+.
Yeah. What about mana?
Well, that's what we're talking about, the mana.
Oh, I thought you would skip
the
mana.
NP and mana will probably be like the same thing because they based on the same concepts.
But I feel like A+ makes sense, yeah, because Tamamo, who is literally depowered Amaterasu, has A.
Yeah, because it's basically Amina Umezume's mana plus the authority she can call upon from Amaterasu, which is where the plus comes in.
If the vessel used affects it, Maya also has pretty good circuits, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
So yeah, A+.
Yeah, she also will have the Mystic Eyes in this situation. So she does have the Mystic Eyes of Understanding, allowing her to learn any magic she sees.
And she's literally a goddess.
Yeah. So yeah, A+ definitely works. Luck, I'd say pretty high, but not crazy. So I would say B.
Yeah, I feel like B makes sense. Amina Uzume doesn't really have anything like tragic to drag it down, and her crazy plan worked.
Yep. And then that other story, which nothing really bad happened. I think she found a love life. I didn't really factor it into this character, so I don't remember.
Fine, it's fate. So they'll make really weird connections between two characters that are only ever connected in exactly one piece of written material. Cough, cough, Skahawk and Scotty.
Yes. And then as we discussed, Noble Phantasm will probably be A+ like her mana.
Yep.
And that was easy and painless. Next, Conla. So this is one that we have two arts for. The parameters may change based on form. Like, they wouldn't in Fate Grand Order, but in a normal Fate story, they most likely would change. So for lore, Kanla, daughter of Ku, is technically supposed to be stronger than Ku, because in the fight, she/he did overpower Ku, making Ku feel desperate enough to use Gaybolg. And that's how Ku won the fight. Not through strength, but because of magic bullshit and being a sore loser.
Damn, we roasted Ku's fatherly capabilities.
I made an entire video roasting Ku's fatherly abilities.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
So what is Ku's strength again? Was it B?
Ku's strength is B.
Alright, I'm gonna go B+, not like a full rank up, because this is also a different version of Kanla than proper human history. This is a lost belt version of Kanla, because I had to cover all of my bases in creating servants. Next is endurance. Oh wait, do you want to do all of the stats for one form and then the next for the other ones, or go back and forth?
All the stats for one form, and then do the other one so that we can jump off of what we did for the other one.
Okay. Endurance, I want to say also B. Pretty hardy, son of Ku Cullen, and also got yeeted into a pocket dimension for who knows how long, based on the lore of the Lost Belt.
You ever just get put in the baby zone?
The baby zone. Also, I feel like being a vessel for an outer god should make you at least a little hardy.
I mean, you would think. One would think.
Yeah, so B?
Yeah, because I think pretty much most of the foreigners we have are women that don't even actually, like, fight in their historical existence. So, yeah.
And Abby is yoked out of her mind.
Abby's crazy.
That 12-year-old got hands.
Like, what? Why? B, strength, A, endurance. I went to look at it because I was like, yeah, she's really strong for something. A?
Okay, if Abby is A endurance, I am making Kanla A endurance. Actually, no, I'll do that for the next one. Base Kanla can just be B.
A rank endurance for the 12-year-old girl.
Yeah. Agility, let's say A, because again, daughter of Ku Cullen, trained by and raised by Skahawk, is just like, she's gonna be yoked out of her mind.
Yeah, I feel like she'd have to be really fast.
Yeah. Mana, I'd say C, because she's not very magical, just kind of, again, yoked out of her damn mind. We can change that for the foreigner version, but like for base version, I would say C, because really the main magics about her is that she has that broken Gaybolg and a few Gios's upon her.
I mean, yeah, C makes sense. Skahawk and Q also have C, so yeah, C checks out.
Yeah. Luck, I'm going to say E.
No.
Because holy shit, that luck is shit.
The Lancer class curse. No.
Got her father's luck.
She got her father's hair color and her father's luck and half of her father's spear.
Yep.
Truly taken over her daw. I don't know how they call their parents.
Well, yeah, she killed him. Anyway. Noble Phantasm, which is just Gaybolg. It's a lesser version of Gaybolg, so whatever, what's Ku's, Gaybolg? And then we'll just put a minus on it.
It looks like Q's NP stat is consistently B, but let me look at what Gaybolg... Because as we encountered with Shakespeare, sometimes the NP stat doesn't match their actual Noble Phantasm's stat.
Yeah.
Even though they said that usually it matches, which is like, okay, well then you just lied to me.
Immediately.
Like, okay, it is in fact B. They did not in fact lie to me.
Okay, so B minus. And now we get freaky with it. Foreigner possession time. So now the question is how do we handle the stats? Strength, I actually want to say maybe strength goes down and then mana will go up in this form. So maybe like C plus strength and then B plus mana.
I could see that, yeah.
Okay. And like we said, we want to do A endurance to match Abby because there's no way.
That child is so durable.
Agility can say the same.
Luck.
Luck. So we have to factor in that it's also going to be affected by the outer god.
What's her
So
specific outer god?
The king in yellow.
The king in yellow. I think luck should go up.
Yeah, but how much from E?
Oh gosh. Ooh. How lucky can a outer god be?
In the story that I came up with, it partially succeeds in what it set out to do. Like, it nearly takes over the Lost Belt.
I mean, that seems pretty lucky.
The Tree of Fantasy. Yeah, so let's, big jump to C?
C seems like a good balance.
Yeah, that's 2 whole ranks. And
Sweet.
B, so now it's Gaybolg fused with the body, empowered by the outer god. So I think that should be like an A+.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good rank ups for being possessed by a horror beyond human comprehension. You know how it be.
I mean, sometimes you gotta trade a little bit of suffering to get stronger. Usually people mean like working out kind of sucks. In Conlo's case, unfortunately, not the suffering of working out, more the suffering of your mind no longer being your own.
Yeah, but look at those veins.
Oh God, what? What's in her blood?
The horrors.
The horrors. Just in the Caldia infirmary, getting a blood test. Ask Nightingale what the blood type is. Oh, you know, the horrors.
Under a microscope, you just see screaming. Not any, like, physical thing that is screaming, just the concept of screaming.
Yeah.
Hi, Eve.
She's so cutiful.
Yes. So now this is going to be interesting because this is definitely like, because we have never seen how a pretender would work under an actual narrative. Only in the cold hard mechanics of Fate Grand Order. So I would assume that a pretender would have completely fake stats.
Yeah.
When they are in the pretending state. So in this one, we have to figure out the stats for Eve and then for Lilith, which are just going to be probably line up based on the nature of the 2 characters, but like the ideas behind them have to be fundamentally different.
My first statement, I feel like Eve would have E in strength.
Yes. Nothing going on. She's very soft.
Don't Adam and Eve live like a weirdly long ass time?
Yes, they do live a long time. Because human lifespan was suspected to be very long in biblical studies. Oh yeah, I would think very high endurance because she survived the everythings that women have to go through as the first woman.
Yeah, first period, first childbirth.
And the harsh, barren wastelands that was Earth outside of Eden.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would make her very hardy with at least like a B+.
Yeah, B seems right.
And then agility, I don't think she's very fast.
I don't think she's very agile.
I'll give her a D because I'll say that she's probably can run better than she can punch at the very least.
Yeah.
Mana. It's kind of hard because on one level it's like, yes, she's the first woman and just the general idea of that is very magical, but also she was stripped of a lot of the blessings of God.
Yeah, she isn't very inherently magical. Like, yes, she has the really long lifespan, and yes, she was the first woman, but she herself, that's more so things put upon her than things that she can actually, like, access or do.
Yeah, so it's very much more conceptual, the things she can do, rather than, like, the things that she actually innately has. So, I would say D, maybe C if we want to push it, or, like, D+ to split the middle.
D+. I realize we're giving her such an average
She is very much not meant to be a servant.
Yeah,
which is a bit of the point.
It's me, your girl Eve. I'm in the horrors.
Her mainstay is her passive that basically makes it very hard for anyone to attack her because it's just like she's mother.
See, I feel like her luck has to be so abysmal.
Yeah.
Like, are we thinking E? Because she literally got, like, the worst possible trick.
Yeah.
Literally doomed us all on accident.
She has such terrible stats.
Sorry, girly pop. We know you didn't
that
know.
Endurance is saving her.
And then NP.
NP's interesting.
Is there an
because
E
in a way
NP?
it would be technically, because it would probably be one would be like I guess it would be her passive. It would be like a constantly active noble phantasm. Because she just exudes the fact that she is the mother of humanity. So I don't think it would be quantifiable. I think that would be a null.
Yeah, because it's not
It would also
really...
be the apple, but I want to attribute that more to Lilith.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is there an Eve NP? Like, you know how technically Oberon has an Oberon NP and then the Vortigern NP, even though they have the same effects in-game?
Yeah. Speaking of Lilith... Bam.
Does evil
now,
make
Lilith,
her stronger?
Yes, because she is also a snake. And snakes are all muscle.
Yeah!
So she's not incredibly stronger than Eve. So I would say like probably like a C, which is still pretty strong. But like it's like the whole thing of being a snake and also a she-demon.
Yeah, I could see C.
Endurance would probably be lower than Eve's. So that would probably... also be C.
Yeah, doesn't have the whole super long-lived, went through all of the terrible first thing.
Yeah. Agility, again back to the snake thing, would be very good, so I'd probably be B+.
Yeah.
Mana would probably be higher than Eve's as well because she demon nonsense, transforming into snake, all that fun stuff. But probably not too much higher, so I'd probably say C because it's not like really anything too crazy because she's not her Mesopotamian self, which I think is a higher magic connotations.
Yeah, the Lilith that we have in game has A+.
Yeah, so I'd probably say like C+ for mana. And then luck, D-.
D-.
Better, because it's a mixed bag, because it's still as bad as Eve's, and also what would Adam's be. Like I would also say Adam's would be D-, because Eve definitely got the shorter end of the stick all around.
Yeah, Eve was the one who was straight up tricked. Adam was like, I trust my wife, and then Eve was tricked by a snake.
Yeah, and that snake is Lilith.
Yeah.
So like none of the three humans of Eden will have very good luck, but Eve definitely has to be the lowest, so D- for Lilith. And now Noble Phantasm is the apple.
The apple.
The apple of wisdom. And can you really quantify wisdom?
No, I mean, it literally changed Adam and Eve's entire perception of the world.
Yes, and that's kind of like the effect that it replicates. So that's EX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they both don't have great stats. Eve's are obviously worse. But they are saved by their Noble Phantasms being kind of cracked.
Yeah, I think Eve is just funny because it's like, imagine you're the ruler of this terrible ass realm where you see Eve and you're like, oh, what is she doing?
Yeah, it's just like, wait, how is there another ruler?
Because you have statovision, so you just see this and you're like, aha, that's not normal.
Yeah, it's like, girl, why do you suck so bad?
Girl, we gotta get you out of here. You're barely stronger than the human summoned you.
Yeah, it's just like, you are the second worst servant I've ever seen. We don't talk about the actual worst servant I've ever seen. Because everything still, at the end of the day, has to be better than the angry mango.
E+. What do you mean E+ luck? E+ luck?
He did get to have sex.
Who's getting out of the casino first? Eve or Hank remind you. You have to win the jackpot to leave the casino.
Dear God.
Now first.
Lucifer! We're going
Yeah.
beast class.
Damn, he doesn't have
What doesn't he have?
pants.
Yeah. He doesn't need pants.
Just gonna let it sway.
No, it's sheathed.
Okay, I'm normal. God, beast
I
class.
think these.
I gotta open.
I think these stats have to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm opening all of the beast pages so I could see what is even the average thing going on in here.
Yeah, because this is the actually Satan.
Yeah, I'm looking at like the actual beasts if they have stat.
Yeah, I don't think they do. They might.
Okay, they do because they do get profiles when you beat them up.
Yeah, I know they had profiles, but I wasn't sure if they got stats. All right, so strength. What does this pretty man think about punching people?
Oh wow, I love how this one just has question marks for all its stats. That's fun.
Which one is it?
The rebloomed bestia, whatever the heck its name is.
All right.
The one you fight in the crossover arcade event.
Oh, okay.
And Horror of Babylon also has question marks. Okay. Who in this house has stats? Okay.
I think the closest that we can get to conceptually is Goetia.
So I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at all of them. I'm pulling up everybody. I'm seeing so many EX.
I figured.
Got everybody in the club. Goetia actually doesn't have an EX. Instead, he has a little phantasm. That's A+++.
Okay, but also at the end of the day, this is Lucifer, the first fallen angel, ruler of hell, prince of the damned.
He is in fact
the morning
the devil
sun
from the Bible.
I think we are going to have to EX every single stat except for luck. Wait, no, even then, the devil's luck. God damn it.
I mean, I think God damned him a lot. I don't think you could tell him. So,
yeah.
So EX for strength is what you're saying?
I think EX for everything. I can't think of any quantifiable way to justify lower than EX for any stat for goddamn Lucifer. If you can think of a good argument for a lower stat in anything, I will welcome it. Genuinely.
I mean, okay, he's an angel, so like EX mana makes sense. EX at P because he's literally the devil from the Bible. I just realized that Kiara and Kama have the same stat as a beast. Actually, no, they don't. Sorry, I lied. They have swapped luck and agility, but other than that, it's all the same.
Valid. That makes perfect sense.
I mean, he fell from heaven.
He fell from heaven. That didn't kill him. He exists forever as the symbol of evil. He's also just straight up the morning sun. That's what Lucifer means.
Yeah, I think he's the morning star. I think that's connected to Venus, though.
Yeah, it is.
Because Venus is, for some reason, more visible in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I can't really argue with EXO.
We broke the system. We're gonna have an even harder time with the next one. Avalokiteshvara.
I feel like if you're literally... if you're your saver class, you gotta be EXO.
What are the Buddha's stats? We have that technology.
We have the technology.
Let me look it up.
I'm looking it up too. Hold on.
Do they not give his stat?
Hold on. He's not. His page is not called Buddha. I found him though.
Yeah, it's Saver.
A C B B A++.
Okay, we can figure something out then.
Let
me pull up his page.
I mean, hard to be very agile when you apparently have a plant growing at your. You're sitting.
Yeah, bro does just kind of sit and is sort of meant to be a statue in a way because that's what like the shiny gold represents on their body. Like when you touch a bronze statue and it leaves like that unvarnished part. Like that was like the design philosophy that Sabina put in for like those places. So it's like meant to be very stoic. So yeah, I would say that Avalokiteshvara also has low agility.
Okay, he's literally does not move. He just sits like that the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, so for strength, I guess it would be a similar strength to the Buddha.
The Buddha.
Yeah. Plus, Avalokiteshvara has 4 arms, so that's gotta count for something. So that was A, right?
Yes.
Now, endurance, I think, let me see. 'Cause, I didn't give myself snippets on this one.
What's the name of your saber class?
Avalokiteshvara, I will
Oh.
copy and paste it into the thing.
Okay, I have the right one. What do you mean the Chinese gender bent them?
Yeah, that's why they're non-binary in my thing.
One yin.
Because I adopted elements of both, so my servant doesn't have gender.
Fair. Valid.
I would say that the endurance is probably higher for this one because they are much more peaceful and, yeah, meant to dispel fear, offer protection, and quell fighting is part of the gestures that they are giving in the art.
Well, Buddha has A in it.
Makes sense.
So what do? We go with like A plus, A plus plus?
Yeah, I'd go A+.
Okay.
Agility, we said, would probably be low because of the non-moving nature of saber classes, apparently. What was, the Buddhas again?
The Buddha has a C, which I think is really high for a guy who's just sitting.
Well, they move in their sitting position. They're, like, able to teleport and shit, so I think that's fine.
They float around intimidatingly.
Yeah. Mana, based on a lot of things of Avalokiteshvara specifically, I want to say EX.
Fair.
Because there's a lot going on with this one.
Buddha has B.
Yeah, because Avalokiteshvara does have connotations of potentially being a type of creator deity. That's more of a mistranslation and misconception, but still, very high-ranking Bhattavasta. And then next was Luck.
Buddha has B.
Yeah, I'll go with B. That sounds fine. What the hell did I make Noble? I don't think I gave you a Noble Phantasm. Let me see.
Buddha apparently has 2.
So basically it's just like a destruction of evil kind of thing. Both in a sense of physical and spiritual. I don't know how I would quantify that. Thoughts?
I don't know, but Buddha's is apparently EX.
We'll go with EX then.
His is Amitabha transmigration into 1.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good stats. Now we are on to the finale. Shielder, Svalin Odin. Pull up Mosh so that we can have some kind of baseline.
Our only other shielder.
Yeah. Much like Mosh, she is very defense orientated, but she's also Norse and ripped like hell. So I'll give a B in strength.
Regular Mash has a C, so yeah, B sounds reasonable.
Yeah. What's Mosh's endurance? I'm curious before I think of this one.
A.
Yeah, I was gonna go with A. I feel like a shielder can't have lower than an A. They are meant to be tanks.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty bad if your shielder didn't have good endurance.
Yeah. Agility is interesting because the lore behind Svalin, which is actually the shield, is that it's placed upon a chariot to protect the world from the sun's rays. AKA, it is a Old Norse understanding of the ozone layer. So I think decent agility should be fine, even though it's, like, again, meant to be a tank. So maybe C-.
The mashes. Regular Mash has D, but Super Mash has C.
Okay, so yeah, I think C- works, just based on the lore of the shield.
Yeah.
It's also being emboldened by Odin bullshit, so it's fine. Speaking of Odin bullshit, Mana. So again, like, the idea is, like, so she's a demi-servant, much like Mosh, because I figured, why not? The shield is partially the servant, but it's emboldened by also having an aspect of Odin as part of it to create the full servant. And Odin is very magicful.
Ash apparently has B, so I feel like we could go with A since we got Odin juice. Or even go higher than A.
I think A's fine. I guess Mosh has it because she has the round table, and that's very magical since it can summon shit. Luck. I'll probably say Luck is probably lower than or the same as Mosh's because it's just normal person luck at this point. Like, there's nothing really lucky about, because this is another one of my OCs, Claiborne Mycroft, and it's just like an average amount of luck, really, and the other part of it is just a shield. So what's Mosh's luck?
Ash actually has C as regular mash.
Okay. I think C works.
I mean, C makes sense.
Now, the Noble Phantasm is interesting because it's the Halls of Valhalla.
I feel like then we
So much like
compare it to Super Mash,
yeah,
who has
because
EX.
it's either way, it's still summoning a location.
EX.
All right, EX. Okay, and that was the last servant, except I lied. Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime!
Autobots, roll out. All of her stats are just the Autobot symbol.
Yeah. If Phoebe can have all stars, we can have all Autobots.
Oh boy. Alright, with that is my last servant because I already did parameters for Ninghui. I guess I will ask a self-serving question of which one is your favorite.
I like Guinevere.
Is that also self-serving since I gave her to your character?
Yes! Everything is self-serving when you have OCs. That's what they're for! And also, she's just a pretty princess, and I love her.
Yeah. It's a real shame that she existed in a time before lesbianism was invented.
We say this like she's not gay married in the straightest way possible.
Well, yes, but they didn't have lesbian sex, and that's what caused everything.
You think the fault for this is the fact that Merlin gave Artie equipment?
It's more that he didn't give her equipment sooner. Like, for some reason, he waited several years before saying, you know I could give you a dick, right?
We have magic
And
for
didn't
that.
and didn't just do it for their honeymoon.
Like, congrats on getting married. I have a present for you. Check your pants.
This is great. I thank you so much for joining with me. This video is definitely more for nerd people, but it was very enjoyable for me. Is there anywhere you want people to find you, or do you just want to disappear into the night?
I think I must go on and join the wild hunt. Sorry, guys.
Well, hopefully you will be back sometime in the future. We will try and think of a bit for next time that isn't Nostalgia Critic based.
Well, I feel like it's really hard to think of a bit that isn't gonna make one think of Nostalgia Critic, because I think Nostalgia Critic has done every bit possible.
Fair, but at the same time, it would be done ironically.
True.
Cringe is the point on some points. But with all that said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on the journey with all my fan servants. Go support Sabina using the link in the comments, not the comments, in the description below. And if you want to see more OCs or anything, I got a bunch of videos on the channel. You can also become a member and support me supporting artists by giving me money to give them money. You know, that's how the economy works. Economic lessons in the anime void. But seriously, thank you. If you can't become a member, just like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really means a lot, really helps. Any last words?
I couldn't think of any words.
So yeah, well, I hope to catch you next time in the void. Later.
Bye.